ladies holding parasols. And they're gonna take him on a tour of the city. Alright. Now that we've taken care of everything in Thavnir, as far as out in the field is concerned, we still have tasks that have now popped up here in Radz-at-Han itself. So, tonight, we will see what's going on in and around the city, and then we may just have time to return to the main story because it's now time for another significant plot point to make itself known. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker live here on Twitch. So before we head off to help out people in Radz-at-Han, we have so many people who are... they were doing the thing with their parasols, but now I guess they're taken to sweeping up around here, so... yeah, maybe if we're lucky we can get them to play curling. Alright. Yeah, we have quite a few tasks we can help out with in and around the city. So to get things started, we will head off north to the Mayhem. That's where our crew is right now. And we'll get started with helping out around here. Oh, but it looks like our... yeah, here we are. So, this is a place that belongs to Mairead, and so I guess it's only fitting that we start the evening off by speaking with Mairead herself. Let's go ahead and speak with her to take on her quest entitled A Bond Eternal. Will there be a ceremony that is included with this? We'll know soon enough. Mairead glances sorrowfully at a bright woven strap on the counter. Such a precious trinket, yet its owner makes no effort to come and retrieve it. I do hope this doesn't mean... well, let's hope it doesn't go to that. Well, if it isn't the brave soul who protected us from the beasts, and perfect timing no less. Might I ask you a small favor? I'm looking for the owner of a missing item, you see. Yeah, what is it? I was just cleaning up the shop when I found this unraveled woven band under the counter. A husband and wife visited here the other day, and I'm quite certain it belongs to them. I was hoping to return it to its rightful owner, but they've not stopped by since. I fear the worst, but I'm holding out hope that they are well. I would search for them myself, but I cannot leave the shop unattended. Won't you be so kind as to go in my stead? I believe the wife mentioned she was an alchemist at the High Crucible. For the life of me, I cannot remember her name, though I do recall that she had long and striking red hair. Alright then. Also, don't get your arms too tired there with shaking that martini there, sir. But I imagine under the current circumstances, people are going to be drinking martinis like crazy. Yeah. A dragoon that's dressed up not as a dragoon, but dressed as a dancer in reality. But hey, for what it's worth, given the fact that my dragoon is so over-leveled right now, as far as the main story is concerned, tonight I'm going to, incidentally, level up my dancer. It's safe enough to do so in and around here, and we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to head on back to the main Aetheryte. And then from there, we will go and see who this particular sash belongs to. Yeah, of course I don't even have my stuff hotbarred here, but given that I don't expect combat to be a thing here tonight, at least not for the foreseeable future, I doubt we'll need to engage in combat. Let's speak with New Ashir. Can you help me, please? A band, you say? It isn't mine, that's for certain. We're nowhere near Mairead's at the time. Fortunately, my loved ones and I all escaped harm. I can only hope the same is true for the person you seek. I hope so too. So we gotta keep looking. Yeah, maybe over here, perhaps. Oh, we're going downstairs. Yeah, I guess if something goes wrong, there needs to be a high enough ceiling that if something blows up, nothing will get destroyed. Alright, we have an Assiduous Alchemist, whatever that means. I really hope it doesn't mean what I think it means. Yeah, can I talk to you?
I fear you must be mistaken, for I know of no band. That said, I too have loved ones I've not seen since that horrible day. I do hope your friend is safe. But I fear I have no time for chatter. All I can do is focus on saving who I can, and pray that I will see my friends again. Now, if you will excuse me.
Yeah, so we strike out on that one too. Perhaps all the way at the far opposite corner, this Lachrymose Alchemist can give us a hand. Excuse me.
Yes, we were at Marine's when the final days came, but what of it? Forgive me, I still find it hard to remember that day.
Well, does this belong to you?
My band! I was wondering where it had gone. My husband gave me this, and now it's all I have to remember him by. Stubborn to the end, that one. He distracted the beast so that I was able to flee, and then went off to save the others. The Radiant Host found me later. They told me he was gone with not even a corpse left to bury. To tell the truth, I've been lost ever since. How do I carry on knowing that he gave his life for mine? We had so many plans. What would our home look like? What would our children's names be? And now, nothing. Just a circle of woven thread he once slipped through my wrist, and the memory of how happy we were to share our lives with each other. So, I go on living, because anything else would tarnish that memory.
And then to make you end up just like him.
Forgive me my outburst. It's all just been so much. At least the Crucible has been keeping me busy. I think that's what I need right now.
Well, at least we know in the end it got to where it needed to be. Alright. Back on over to the Mahane. And we'll go ahead and let Mayrid know what happened.
Welcome back. Were you able to track down the couple? I do hope they are safe.
Well, I tracked down half of the couple.
Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. At least we were able to return the band as a memento for the woman, as small a solace as that might be. That woven bracelet is a talisman of sorts. It creates a bond between gods and mortals. The tighter the braiding, the stronger the protection it offers from a fate most dreadful.
Which unfortunately did not apply here.
In Razat Han, it is still a tradition to present one to your lover, to beseech the gods to offer divine protection for one whom you care deeply. It would seem her husband's prayer was heard, though tragically at the cost of his own life. I imagine she will need time to heal, but I hope that she will visit again, that I might offer her what comfort and kindness I may. At any rate, I thank you for attending to this task for me.
Glad we can help. So, we'll take our experience 735 gil, plus 2 more Hamsa curry. And now maybe it can even be played in Triple Triad. There's also a guild ship hunt vendor over there. Where will we go next? We have quite a few down to the south end. We also have quite a few right next to Rubeda Fibers, so why don't we go there next? And as we arrive, we will run over here and speak with Marine. Yeah, not Malil, but yeah, a very similar name, I must say. Let's go and speak with her to take on her quest entitled A Gift of Flowers. Marine is humming a little tune.
Right? Could it be? Yes! You're one of the heroes that helped fend off the beast for us! Oh, what an honor it is to actually speak with you! Do you remember me? Perhaps not, but I was one of those you saved from the ravening horde. I cannot begin to express my gratitude. You'll be happy to know that the little ones you helped to rescue are safe as well. So enamored are they with you and your friends that they've decided to put together a few gifts for you. Might you take the time to visit them over on Pax's Path? They might even be more thrilled to meet you than I.
Alright, so yeah, going down to Pax's Path, so best way to get there is from Alzadal's piece. So we'll make our way over there. And then westbound. Yeah, we'll get to these two in due time. But the people I need to speak with are above me, so I gotta figure out how to get up there somehow. So it looks like, yeah, this wasn't exactly the right place to come to. I mean, it technically was, but I just didn't go the right path. So I need to go over this way. Yeah, go over this way, head on up these stairs and round this corner. Oh my. I hope that you are not on the verge of turning. Yeah, let's hope not. But anyway, let's speak with this Ori boy and girl.
Psst, Marine not told us not to talk to strangers.
But I'm here to help you. Yeah, you can trust me.
Really? Well, I met the Stola's friend too. She saw I was in trouble and fought off the monsters with her magic just to protect me. She's the most powerful mage in the whole wide world.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Nuh-uh, Mr. Thancred is the best. He's strong and brave and gentle. I was so scared, but he saved me and carried me all the way back to my mama, just like a princess. Fine, they're both the best. Well, miss, maybe you can help us. Do you think you could pick out what kind of flowers they like? We're making flower crowns. We want them to be really, really happy here and stay for a while. Will you help us, pretty please?
Alright. So yeah, choose a flower, then speak with the Ori boy once more. So, what is the most relevant that's word? Do we get a description of each flower? The vibrancy of petals reminds you of Stola's ardent determination. The red hue reminds you of the ether spark when Thancred pulls the trigger, or it doesn't seem to suit either of them. Meanwhile, with the pink flower... Oh. So yeah, it doesn't matter... Yeah, it always goes the same way. So why don't we go ahead and choose these for Stola. You choose a flower that seems to suit Ishtola. Do you feel the same way?
Pick a flower that matches his dashing white coat and his gentle eyes and his strong arms.
You've yet to choose flowers for both Ishtola and Thancred. Oh, got it. Okay, the way they set that up, it seemed like I had to do it one at a time. Yeah, the red hue reminds you of the ether spark when Thancred pulls the trigger. Yeah. Now we'll come back over here.
Well, miss, did you find flowers suitable for Mr. Stola?
I think we have.
This pink color is perfect. It will look good with a pretty black dress. My turn, my turn. Which flower did you pick for Mr. Thancred?
We gave you this.
You chose the one that smells pretty. Yes, the color and scent are so grown up. I'm sure it'll suit a gentleman like him. Thank you so much, miss. We're gonna have so much fun making crowns for them. There's lots to do, so we'll see you around. Oh, can you tell Marine that we'll be a little bit late? We were supposed to be back at Bellico.
Yeah, I mean, given what you were doing, I don't blame you for being late. So yeah, we gotta head on back now. Meanwhile, I hope you're enjoying the tranquil Middle Eastern themed music that Razat Han has. Alright, so we gotta take it back over to Dharma, over to Ruby Does Fibers. Alright, back around the wagon and back to Marine. Here you are. Here's the information we have for you.
You don't say. It sounds as if you were a great help to the children. To think that such a hero would be so kind to assist in our daily affairs. I cannot bear to think what would have happened to them were you not there to save them. Because of you, they've been given another chance at life. Flowers may be a small token, but this really means a lot to them. I am sure your friends will understand that. And this is for me, to thank you for all you have done.
And we appreciate it. So we'll take our experience, 895 gil, plus any option of these corsages that are meant to go on the head. Yeah, what do we go with here? Well, I think because Rika has pink hair, I think the red one will go best on her head. In fact, why don't we go ahead and put it on right now? Yeah, add a little extra touch, and the red goes perfectly with the white flowers that she already has on her head. So, yeah, now she has a veritable bouquet of flowers on her head right now, does Rika. Alright, let's move on. Now let's turn over to this Radiant Host Captain, who will give us the next quest entitled Operation Ring Retrieval. The Radiant Host Captain is hoping cooler heads will prevail. You're the adventurer who fought off the blasphemies with us, yes? Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. Please, do me just one favor. Just act as if nothing is the matter. Well, I guess I can do that because we're trying to keep people calm. But meanwhile, yeah, in the background, if you're going to make those wild accusations of me, you best have some damn proof. I told you I've never seen your damn ring. Now, I'll be on my way.
How can you speak such lies? That ring was my most precious keepsake. Oh, whatever shall I do?
Yeah, were they married and got into a fight? Yes, thought you do. Thank you, Rika, was it? If it wouldn't be too much of a bother, could I trouble you to assist us in an investigation of sorts? As you may have observed, that young woman believes her ring was stolen by that uncouth young man who just walked away. She has no physical evidence, and yet I cannot help but believe that she is telling the truth. And so, I hatched a plan. I would make a show of diffusing the arguments and allow the man to walk freely away. Then I would have him followed, that we might glean some insight as to whether or not he committed the crime. That said, it would be far too conspicuous if I were to tail the man all by myself. Let's say I pretend that I am showing you, a visitor to our fair city, around the area. That way I do believe we could approach her without arousing too much suspicion. Alright. Splendid, I cannot thank you enough. Let's... Yes, this always happens every night. Let us show that unpleasant fellow. I believe I saw him heading in the general direction of Huge. And so let's go follow. Down to the bottom of the stairs. Very well then. Again, all I ask is that you act as natural and inconspicuous as possible. Let us see what happens. Hopefully you don't stand out too much. So much for the vaunted Radiant Host. Didn't suspect a thing, did she? What with everyone skittering about like frightened little rats, these are fine times for those in my line of work. So yeah, clearly a thief. Did you see... Also, is that a woman? Yeah, I just realized we've been talking to a woman this whole time. Did you see that object he was examining? It certainly appears to be the stolen ring to me, but let us not reveal ourselves quite yet. With any luck, he will unwittingly lead us to his hideout. Yeah, why didn't you tell me you were a woman? Here's the plan. I will pretend as if I'm giving you, a mere traveler, a tour of the city. Then we follow him, without getting too close, of course. The last thing we want is to blow our cover. Yeah, this game always surprises me. Of course, that doesn't help when everything is the red sky and doom and gloom and whatnot. Follow the Radiant Host Captain from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you notice it to fall too far behind. So yeah, we're not only staying with the Radiant Host Captain, but we're also trying to do another one of those stay out of line of sight challenges. Maybe the Radiant Host Captain will give us just the guiding we need. So yeah, it comes to a stop here. The streets of Vazad are most colorful, don't you think? You want colorful, take a look at me. Oh, we're running. Chill out over here. We must find whatever evidence we can and help that poor woman. Oh. Yeah, well, now we're running over here in order to duck out of sight. Still going. Yeah, that looks like a dragon's tail. So yeah, I didn't know that was a part of their armor. Hey, I'm learning something new. I mean, the Radiant Host armor was already badass enough as it is. Oh, he caught us off guard. He stopped, turned around, and then stopped quickly again and turned around. That's why the captain didn't make a move. It gets a bit tight from here. Just show me where I need to go and I will follow you. That's all you need to do, ma'am. Oh, she's running. Yeah, because we're losing sight of him. Meanwhile, that guy with the Reaper job is just blowing right by. Yeah, slowly but surely we're getting to where we need to be. Oh, don't run. Yeah, especially since we seem to be very close. And we made it. And there's the man he answers to. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a ring of this make, and inlaid with exotic jadeite, no less. Yes, this should sell for good coin. If I need to bear arms, I will.
Just as I suspected, he had the ring all along. Well, I dare say it's time we interrupted this little transaction. Might I summon you to summon my subordinate for good measure? I will keep watch here to ensure that neither the man nor his accomplice escapes.
Alright. Go, Rika, go. So do we have to walk all the way back ourselves? Yes, we do. Alright then. Yeah, meanwhile, the ghosts, as we just saw, of those who died in this tragedy are gone. Oh, hey! From one Rika to another! Ah. Yeah, well, I wonder if she noticed as well, but probably not. She's probably in such a hurry. But yeah, there's another Rika out here on this server. Okay, so back over to the guard over here. Hello.
How fares the investigation, friend?
Well, here's what we found out.
A rare Jadeite ring, you say? That matches this young one's testimony exactly. It would seem you've caught the culprit red-handed. At any rate, I will make for the scene of the crime at once. And do not worry, we will not trouble you for any further aid. And I assure you, the Radiant Host can handle more than a couple of common ruffians. Above all, it is because of your efforts that this dear woman will be united with her precious keepsake before long. In my captain's stead, allow me to reward you for your kind deeds. And with that, I must be off.
Yeah, you have a job to do, so we'll take your experience in 815 gil. And away she goes! Alright, next up. 2 around Paxa's Path. So we're gonna make our way down to the airship landing. And we'll go ahead and speak with this Arkosodara youth. We'll speak with him to take on the next quest entitled Silks for a Babe. The Arkosodara youth furrows his brow, pondering something deeply. You're a friend of that red-headed Mikote lad, aren't you? I remember how bravely you fought for us. Might I ask you for a small favor? Sure. Oh, thank you. You see, my wife and I will soon be blessed with a child. It is custom for the father to swallow the newborn in festive silk, but having been to market twice, I find myself at a loss for which would be the ideal choice. Maybe we can help you out. I am loath to impose, but I would be ever so honored if you could make the choice for us, and sooner rather than later, as she is due any day now. Would you accompany me to Ruvida Fibers? Oh, of course. Yeah, we just came from there, so we will see you there. Oh, but it turns out, yeah, he's not quite there. I don't know if I can access where I need to from here. I mean, for what it's worth, this particular aetherite is quite a bit of ways out from the Ruby Fibers store itself. Yeah, for what it's worth. So yeah, we'll go past the Vice President of the United States and make our way to the youth again. According to our tradition, the silk swallowing's color expresses the parents' wishes for how their child might grow. I have narrowed it down to 3, but your insight will be greatly appreciated. Alright. This lush green fabric represents a wish for a prosperous life, fulfilling not only in wealth, that is, but for feasts and festivities and companionship as well. Who wouldn't want a life as rich as that? The bright yellow swaddling symbolizes a wish for wisdom. Intellect is prized among our people and is said to be the color of Sindaruva. Our child may become a respected advisor or alchemist. And yet look at this vibrant red silk. It would express a wish for talent in the arts. Why wouldn't it be lovely if our child were to grow up to be a master artist and a performer? Hence my dilemma. I would want my child to be all of these, but I can only choose one color. What say you? Which do you feel would be the ideal choice? And so now, yeah, I would put this to a vote, but we don't have enough people to make this decision. Maybe anyone who's watching afterwards on YouTube in the comments can say what color they would have chosen. A wealthy child could see their parents live in comfort, a clever child could help solve the tribe's problem, or a creative child could brighten the lives of those around them. Well, that's what I want to be, but only as a hero. Red it is! I hope our child can someday bring the joy to the village with their arts. I thank you, friend. I feel much more confident in the decision for having consulted with you. I will bring the silk home to my wife today. I plan to visit Pox's path once I finish up here. Would you be so kind as to meet me there later that I might repay you for your kindness? Alright. We'll see you there. Now we gotta make our way back out. Yeah, it might very well be faster to just, actually. Yeah, I was thinking of going one way, but I might as well go over here. Let's go ahead and reunite with this guy. My wife was most pleased with the swaddling we chose, and I dare say it is even more auspicious that such a valiant hero as you helped us choose our child's future path. I was devastated when my wife was separated from me during the struggle, but your Mikote friend saved her, in her delicate condition no less. His actions gave my wife the strength to overcome her despair and return home to me, to us. Your friend spoke of a hero with the power to weave our strands of hope into a brighter future. I'm glad he thinks of you that, or thinks of me that way. That hero was you, was it not? We shall treasure the swaddling you chose for us as a family heirloom, now and forever. My most sincere thanks for all you have given us. And you're quite welcome. so we'll take our experience and 815 gil. Definitely one of the most satisfying quests we've done ever in Final Fantasy XIV, I would have to say. And so, up the stairs, we will find our next quests. So, jump over here, and I guess we're going into this hay barn, I guess. But there's also a Hamsa around, so I guess you're taking care of the Hamsa, too. Let's go ahead and speak with this man named Vishrad to take on his quest entitled Hungry Hungry Hamsa. Vishrad is looking at you impatiently. You must be the substitute Hamsa keeper. Well, you're late. Feeding time was supposed to start bells ago, and a hungry Hamsa is a noisy Hamsa, as you can hear for yourself. Yeah. What are you standing around for? Are you going to leave those poor creatures to starve to death? Get to work! Chop chop! Here you go. One large feed bag and one small. Hamsa of different stature have different diets, you see, and they're finicky eaters to boot. The smaller ones require only a simple mix of greens and grains, but our big boys also need a helping of silkworm pupae for extra protein. The foodstuffs are next to that wooden crate over there. Now get to it! How did I get roped into this crap? You know, we definitely got stuck in this unassuming disposal bag. Oh. Feed the Hamsa appropriately. I see. Scoop into the large. Yeah, we know that 3 portions are needed for the big guy. Where's the big guy? Here he is, right here. The Hamsa is eyeing you expectantly. Here you go. Chow down. The Hamsa flaps its wings, and its eyes light up with gastronomic delights. We approve of this. Meanwhile, let's put grain and greens into the small feed bag. And our other Hamsa is in the other stall. Hello there. The Hamsa eyes you expectantly. Enjoy. Oh, was this right or was this wrong? The Hamsa nope, it likes it. What happens afterwards? We just go back. Yeah, we just go back. Alright, can I clear up my identity now? Done already? Perhaps you're not as hopeless as you look, but you better be on time for the next feeding. What was your name again? Yeah, let me introduce myself properly to you. Rika? You don't mean... That's Rika? The adventurer who rescued Maltia from the beasts? The one and only. Yeah, I apologize for not showing up in my armor, but I dressed casually in a settlement. My most sincere apologies. I never imagined a hero like you would simply be walking amongst us. And slopping the Hamsa besides. Heavens, my face must be so red right about now. Anyhow, I thank you for a job well done. Here's your pay for today's work. Now, I best hunt down the real substitute Hamsa keeper. Yeah, and next time, don't confuse a hero for one of your hired hands. We'll take our experience on 735 gil. Also, I thought you said you were in a hurry to find your actual substitute. So much for that! Okay. 2 more over down near the main aetherites. And then that appears to be it. So we'll go ahead and head on over this way. And we'll go ahead and make our way back over. So yeah, back to Alzadal. So yeah, our next 2 people of interest, one will be on the lower tier, one will be on the higher tier. So let's go ahead and speak with this anxious adventurer, yeah. I was wondering where and when, if at all, we would find a Lalafell around here. Here's your answer. Let's go ahead and speak with her to take on her quest entitled Tidings from Afar. The anxious adventurer is fumbling with letters bearing the Uldan seal. That would explain why Alalafel is here.
Praise the 12th, another adventure! I've been wandering around this damn city for hours!
Yeah, what's wrong?
I was hired for some simple express deliveries in Ulda before realizing the destination was bloody Raz at Han! Simple my arse! After coming all this way, I still don't know where I'm supposed to go! I'm at my wit's end and running out of time! These letters have a tight deadline, and if I don't deliver them, I won't merely lose my job, I'll lose my head! Can I ask you to take these 2 missives to the High Crucible and House Barrack, respectively? I can manage the 3rd one on my own. Return and meet me here when the job's done, and I'll see you duplically compensated for your efforts.
Well, I'd hate to take out of the pockets of another adventurer, but I mean, if you're offering, I won't refuse. So we got one north of the primary aetherite. We also have one just south of Kama. Alright, let's do Kama first. Here you are. The daughter of House Barrack will be accepting this letter.
What business have you with this esteemed House Barrack?
We have to give you this.
An urgent letter? Let me see. Why, it's from dear Ardashir. At least we now know he is not begging out on the streets. Ardashir is the youngest son of our house. Father was upset he forsook blood and nation to tinker with soot-stained alembics, and thus he was never wrote. He's never even told us how we might contact him, so we've been naturally worried sick. Now he writes that he's found a new trading associate for father, some merchant named Rowena. He says she can help us in our plight.
You're so screwed.
It was a peculiar topic for him to write about. He was always so recalcitrant about the family business. Perhaps he is homesick and trying to make amends? Nevertheless, we are delighted to hear from him. It is true that our country is in a precarious position, but I am elated to know that my brother is safe and happy in Eorzea. Thank you for delivering this letter. I will share it with my sisters at once.
Alright, you're checked off the list. And so now we'll make our way over to the main aetherite and go from there. So yeah, it's not going to be that far of a trek. And we've been to this particular area before. So we're gonna now speak with Isu.
Welcome to the High Crucible of Alchemia, friend. How might I be of service?
Well, I have this to give to you.
What's that? You have a letter addressed to us? Why, this is from Master Jalzan. Last I heard he was doing field research in Eorzea. I do hope all's well. Why, I can scarce believe it. Word of our plight reached him from across the sea, and he's arranged for a shipment of vital supplies to be shipped from Arena's House of Splendors. That he would be thinking of us in these trying times, even as he is doubtless facing his own fair share of hardships. Surely he is a great man. But forgive me, I must make arrangements to have the shipment picked up in Yenlamad at once.
Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way back. Alright, so heading back down towards Alzadal. Or Alzadal or whatever. Alright. I want to pick up the Skywatcher on the way back. Can't wait to see what you have to say.
Just delivered the last one!
Yeah, on your feet.
I've heard horrible rumors of Arena's punishments if you fail your task, like scrubbing grime from her hairstyles with a paintbrush? In plate! You really saved my skin, friend. I wanted to become an adventurer so badly, and she tempted me with this beautiful set of armor. Said I could put it on credit and work off my debt. Before I knew it, I found myself playing errand girl to the House of Splendors. Oh, I don't falter for it. An adventurer needs armor after all, but my word, if she isn't a shrewd one.
Yeah, she's always an exploiter of loopholes.
Anirode, thank you for your help. Here, I'll even give you half of the house's commission for the job. Take it, you've earned it.
And so we'll take our experience in 735 gil. And away she goes. And so now there's just one left. Before we go there, Skywatcher, I need some amusements. Yeah, what's about the skies to fine day? This.
If you come to ask about the weather, my apologies, but I feel wholly unqualified to speak about it at this time.
No kidding. Especially when it says apocalypse. But in case you're wondering if it's happening anywhere else, the answer is surprisingly no. Yeah, it's only in and around Thavnair. But hey, at least it's better than the response you get when you speak to a Skywatcher when you have the perpetual light going on in Shadowbringers. But now it's time to finally help this Isurian's Arkosodara. Let's just hope we can bring this guy around as we take on his quest entitled The Pangs of Hunger. The Isurian's Arkosodara is groaning weakly. And yeah, if nothing else, we are being treated to a whole plethora of adjectives.
You there, please take my coin post to Myriad's Mahane. Buy all the apples you can. So hungry. I have no strength left. My stomach. To Myriad's Mahane. Hurry.
Yeah, this is a matter of life and death, it seems. We better get right to it. So back over to the Mahane. Around the corner. Hey there, Marid.
Welcome to Myriad's Mahane. What can I... Is something amiss?
We have to give this to you. Some of you have apples.
Food for the hungry? Worry not. He has more than enough coin for a crate full of apples. Bring it to him with my blessing. I'll take what I mowed and leave the rest. Pray return the remainder to him. You'll find the crate of apples in front of the Mahane.
So yeah, we're gonna have to do some logging. So what we need to find is right over here. Carry the apple crate to the designated location. You have 2 minutes. And this is insanely slow. Yeah, we're definitely getting this dragged out. And considering that, we have to go an insanely long amount of distance. Yeah, I don't envy anyone who has to try and attempt this particular challenge. And that you only have 2 minutes to do it in is definitely going to make it harder because of the fact that because you're lifting something so heavy, you are slowed down like crazy. Yeah, we gotta get to where the main Aetheryte is, and then we gotta get past that, and then we gotta get over to Alzodal's path, and then on top of that we gotta climb upwards. It's just a whole litany of various milestones we have to get past, and I think that Lemon Soda definitely was impressed by my show's strength. I'd ask you guys for a hand, but I know this is not the time for that. We have less than a minute. Got around the corner. And then go over here. How are my arms holding out like this? Yeah, set it down over here. There, we got it. Come on, man, eat up.
My stomach burns with 1,000 fires. Have you the apples?
We do, yes.
The people of Rodzathan are so kind. So kind! Many thanks, friend. You brought me so many apples. but I'm afraid I'm still way too weak to move. My body craves more. More! If I could trouble you again to bring me some hamster eggs from Nilopala's nourishments, take my coin purse. I promise I will make it up to you.
Alright, so now we gotta get you some protein. Yeah, we gotta wind our way through here. Yeah, at least we know where we're going next. Or do we? Oh no, there's the stairs. There's the stairs. I was like, where's the staircase? And we merge out here. To Kufie we go. Hello.
Welcome to Nilopala Nourishments. What can I do for you?
Well, we need to give you this.
As many eggs in the coin in this purse can buy? Well, you're in luck. I have quite a surplus today. I shall give you the extras so they won't go to waste. Here you go, and here's the shares of your friend's coin back. It would seem he's greatly overestimated the cost of eggs these days.
Well, thank you very much. I just hope he isn't gonna pull a Rocky and try and eat them raw. Yeah, we're not going there, I don't think. At least I hope not. And there's no time limit on this either, which helps. Yeah, as quickly as we can carry ourselves. Yeah, it looks like the Okasodara has already chowed down on the apples.
You're back! Did you find the eggs?
We did indeed. Plus, you still have money left over.
My favorite. The yolks just melt in your mouth. My stomach comes and I feel my stamina return. Thank you so much, friend. I had been attacked by a strange monster high up in the mountains. I descended as fast as I could, tumbling through brush and tree boughs. Finally, I returned home, but I was so exhausted. I collapsed only to wake up again to the pangs of my empty stomach, but I found I was too weak to get up. Such is the curse of being so large. We Akosudara have great strength at our disposal, but once that strength is spent, it requires a veritable feast to replenish. You may have whatever coin is left in my purse as a token of my gratitude. You have done me a great service today.
And so with it, we'll take our 168,000 experience points and our 975 gil. Alright, and so for the time being, Razat Han is cleaned out, save for one quest over here. And I think now's as good as time as any to go and take it on. So, without further ado, that's just for battle. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm getting there as fast as I can. Yeah, we'll be at this one for quite a while, actually. Back to the Hall of the Radiant Host. And so back in we go. So we have returned to Sundrop, where all of the representatives of the various delegations are based. Yeah, I guess the Uldan delegate is the last one to do once you clear everyone else off the list. But it's time for us to go ahead and start taking on job quests here in Endwalker. So let's go ahead and speak with the Lominson delegate to take on the first of the melee DPS job quests at level 85, entitled Storm Clouds Brewing. The Lominson delegate would entreat your aid in dealing with a grave threat back home.
Oh, Rika, on behalf of Admiral Blurfiswin, I thank you for your many deeds and service to Lominsa. We have received troubled tidings that beasts akin to those that plague Razat Han had been sighted on the Lunosayan coast. The Admiral has mustered the Maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat, yet there is much we do not understand about her foe, and as such, your expertise in this arena would be a great boon to us. Will you help us?
I wouldn't be much of a hero if I refused, would I? I'll do all I can. Excellent! The Admiral will be heartened to have your knowledge and martial prowess on our side, I am certain. Brace yourself for Limsa as soon as you are able. The Secretariat at Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival. And so, for the first time in the game, we are off to Limsa. Actually, it's the first time since the Grand Company made its grand plan. So, of course, little tickets. Sweet time for us to get in there. Oh, I wonder who else is here. Alright. Yeah, we are going to meet with the Admiral. So, or rather with their representative, more specifically. So, for the first time in a while, we're going to go ahead and have Rika dress for the occasion. There we go. Alright, so now that we're here in Limsa, let's head off to the Aft Castle. It's a shame that the Aft Castle is no longer the first option as far as the list of Aether currents you can go to in terms of Aetherites here in Limsa. It's now in the middle of the list. Yeah, not very convenient for people who are here to represent the Maelstrom. But hello there, Secretariat. Nice to meet you. Good thing you were not a horse.
Ah, our man at Razat Han told us to expect you. I'll inform the Admiral of your arrival.
Alright. And here she comes on this snowy night.
Glad you could join us, Rika. I only wish it were under better circumstances. The grave news from the bounty has not escaped our ears. I can scarce begin to imagine the horrors you have witnessed there. It pains me to say the self-same hell has come to Vilbrand. Fell beasts born of deepest despair have been sighted all throughout the island. Tell her what we know.
Alright.
The first report came a few days ago from one of our men patrolling Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shores. While we had our suspicions, it was only later that a connection to the final days was confirmed by a most unlikely source. The Sahagin.
Oh, is that so?
We've been treating their temper for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, some factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with Limsa.
Well, that's good to hear.
It is one such faction that has provided the most comprehensive reports in all their alarming detail.
Yeah, tell us about it.
They speak of a most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incidents in Razat Han to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and most formidable of the beasts, a blasphemy as it was decided we would call them, prowls our waters as we speak. Fortunately, there have been no sightings of the blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, if we are to spare our people the horror that befell Razat Han, the fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigative efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threat we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch large numbers of troops, we'd run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensue. As such, Admiral Blofuswen has decided to keep those involved to a minimum and lead the investigation herself. And I would have you at my side. What say you?
I'll do what I can, Admiral.
You have my thanks. We will depart at once to meet with our Sahagan allies and gather what knowledge we can, that we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive at South Tide Gate soon. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there.
Alright. And away we go. Alright, thank you very much, Secretariat, for your assistance. So, let's make our way now to Aleport, because that's where South Tidegate is. Or rather, that's close to the closest place to where South Tidegate is, rather. So we'll launch ourselves into the air on this night here in Lano. Weave our way along the coastline in order to get to the gates. Alright, Admiral. We're here. It's well past our agreed upon meeting time, but the Sahagin are nowhere to be seen. They did not seem the sorts to break their word. This bodes ill. Let us leave this place to the guards and search Hearthstone for any sign of them. Alright. We're going in. Well, there's the Admiral. Oh, geez, I'm losing control of my motorcycle here, but we did find someone.
Noel is in danger. Quickly, to his aid.
Yeah, if someone's in danger, we better rest for battle then. Yeah, and you saw that thing too that was in front of it, right? We have a purple circle to deal with. I mean, some of my chocobo. There you are. Yeah, you vile fiend, take this! Yeah, we're gonna lay waste to you, ugly. Yeah, he's one up the gut. And then another one for good measure. Hey there, Chuck Knoll. Yeah, how are you?
Many thanks, Shadowbringers. Pray tell, is my companion safe?
I have no idea, actually. I don't know how he's doing.
The Admiral herself comes to our aid. Glad tidings indeed. You two have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let us quit this place before those beasts return.
Yeah, we saw that guy in distress before, but we really couldn't tell what his condition was. Back into the fray of the fate. Meanwhile, that thing is now down.
Everyone's still alive. Good. But not if we stay out here too long. Inside, quickly.
Yeah, better get across the gate. Besides, this battle's still raging on.
Thank you, my friends. Those ghastly beasts would have made short work of us had you not intervened. And yet, it brought me no joy to watch them die. For, unbelievable as it may sound, till a short time ago, they were none other than our very own spawn brothers. At first, we thought them merely cursed, but our talismans and magics availed us not. Aye, 'twas no curse. 'Twas an evil like no other. Innocent souls transformed against their will into unholy beasts called blasphemies. Blasphemies? Pray tell us more. That would be your area of expertise, Rika.
Of course, Admiral. Yeah, let me go into detail about what exactly you're getting yourselves into.
Turned into peace by the power of despair. This is horrifying indeed. Thus far, the phenomenon here in Lanocea has been limited to the Sahagin. Why is that? I cannot say, yet I wonder if the crushing tide are involved in some way. I know not of this crushing tide. Word of them has yet to reach you, I see. It all began when the Indigo Matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady.
Oh, really?
Tragic as this was, there was this one small solace. She was not fond of shorewalkers, and so, deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Limsalawinsa. There remain, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group they called the Crashing Tide. Even now, they seek to summon the Lord of the All anew, and consign all the finless ones unto the briny deep.
Not again.
However, they lack the crystals necessary to do so. Denied the power they crave, they can do naught but gnash their teeth in desperation. And you suspect these feelings of helplessness are the cause of their transformations? Just so, those of our spawn brothers who turned into those beasts have been fraternizing with the Crushing Tide. Despite our differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet we must be careful not to drive them into still deeper despair. Yes, we must consider the situation carefully, lest we bring destruction upon all our kind. Tell me this, are the Crushing Tide even now under Leviathan's thrall? If freed from their drowned states, might they not listen to reason? Were it only so simple, all but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will. In that case, they may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of our nascent alliance, we will do all we can to save your brethren.
And that's where we come in.
Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us, for this woman has bested many a formidable foe, including Leviathan.
Yeah, in extreme modes.
The great Rika Sasaki in the flesh! Honored am I to stand in your presence! Together we will weather this storm and usher in a new age of harmony. This I swear. There is much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we will be sure to share it with you. I ask that you do the same. Indeed we shall. Until such time, I watch over my spawn brothers and pray that no more succumb to the change.
And so they're off. Meanwhile, the fate is still active. Alright, time to head back to Limsa. Alright. Also, I realized this would have been my... Yeah, this is also my grain company outfit. Yeah, might as well go ahead and put everything on. Just because we can. Alright, let's go. Back to the Aft Castle. Alright, so it looks like the Admiral is here as well, along with... Yeah, I guess this guy wants to show off his bod to the Admiral, or to the very least the Secretariat. Welcome back. Thanks to you and Noel, I now possess a proper understanding of the challenge we face. 'Tis a daunting task that lies before us. We'll continue to cooperate with the Sahagin to learn all we can. Once we have located the blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. Till then, I ask that you remain at the ready. Clearly, the storm clouds have only begun to gather. Indeed they have, so we'll take our experience in 1,000 gil. And away the Admiral goes. But, not for long. We're gonna stick around and do the next 2 of these quests. And then we'll save the remaining 3 for later on down the line. So, let's go ahead and speak with the Secretariat again to take on the level 86 melee DPS quest entitled The Crushing Tide. The Secretariat has recent developments to share.
Your timing could not be better. The Admiral has just this moment returned from meeting with the Sahagin. I shall inform her of your arrival.
Welcome back, Admiral.
Also, hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Ah, Rika, I'm glad you're here. We have decided on our next course of action. As you know, we face two distinct but interconnected challenges. The transformations occurring among the Sahagin may be one, but the blasphemy itself is the root of the problem. Thus far, those who succumbed to the change have all been affiliated with the Crushing Tide, who continue to assist our diplomatic efforts. Were a way to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may yet have a chance at peace. To that end, I will propose a double-pronged approach. On one front, we shall work in tandem with our Sahagin allies to redouble our patrols. Should the blasphemy surface, we will share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threats. At the same time, we will pursue a dialogue with the Crushing Tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table and then see what can be done to convince them to stand down. A key point will no doubt be the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning grounds. 'Tis a discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. 'Twill be no easy task, but we succeeded with the kobolds and I have faith that we will succeed with the Sahagin as well, so long as we parley in good faith. Yeah, I have confidence with you, or I can only hope that the Tide share that sentiment, or I doubt they will listen. Now, let's be optimistic to give the Admiral our support. You are wise to temper your expectations, but I would not abandon hope ere we try. At any rate, Noel has sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself as the leader of the Crushing Tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I will parley with him face to face at the Sapsa spawning grounds and would have you at my side. If you do not object, that is. I'm with you all the way, Admiral. Excellent. In that case, pray join me at South Tide Gate when you are ready. From there, we will go together. And we'll see you there. Alright, back over to Aleport. Alright, so, yeah, in case we need to, let's get moving. Yeah, how are things for you this evening there, Elizabeth? As we arrive on the scene, there's already a battle taking place. Yeah, it seems like those fell beasts have breached the gates. Admiral, what do we do? All prepared, are you? Dao is not known for his patience. We must take care not to incur his ire. I was told he would be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival, but it appears he has been delayed. Unless he's turned into one of those things. Let us speak with the Sahagin here. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed light on what may be keeping him. One more thing. I come here as a representative of Lim Sulaminsa on a diplomatic mission. Should the talks deteriorate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust that you understand. And with that, let us be off. And so now, yeah, we're gonna be having the Admiral accompanying us. Of course, we can't ride at all. Just have to walk this out manually. Thankfully, the fate is finished. But that one is still ongoing. So we'll just wind our way through this place. And there's a belligerent Sahagin. Yeah, we have to come to blows. What is this? Since when are filthy showwalkers free to intrude upon our sacred spawning grounds. Pray forgive our intrusion. Yeah, she's got a chocobo on her shoulders. We seek an audience with Speaker Tao. Where might we find him? You will do no such thing, Shorewalker. We have not forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Be gone! We won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. And so, let's go find the other one. Yeah, this one seems to be stoic by its title, but let's see if that's actually truth to this. Why do you trespass in our domain, vile Shorewalkers? We mean you no harm. We come only for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him? We desire no parley with the Shorewalkers who would steal our home. Were it not for your insatiable selfishness, we Sahagin would grow and flourish. Your grievances are justified. That is why I would speak with Master Dao and work towards a peaceful solution. Empty words from the thieving Shorewalker, but so be it. Soon you shall learn the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. You will find him by the entrance, though mark my words, you will wish you hadn't. We shall see. I thank you for your aid. Alright. Into the tunnel. Yeah, how quickly can you sprint there, Admiral? Yeah, don't worry, we won't get attacked. At least, not yet. And now right into their turf. Here's who we're looking for. Hello there. Can you give us a hand? Shorewalkers in our spawning grounds. To what do I owe the displeasure? Speaker Dao, I presume. Our apologies for entering your home unannounced. I am Merwe Blofiswen, Chief Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, and this is Rika Sasaki. We come seeking a parley that we might strive for peace between our peoples. Parley, you say? Prolonging this conflict any further will lead only to needless suffering. The menace of both our peoples face is great indeed. If there was ever a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at South Tidegate for further negotiations. Shorewalkers and Sahagin coming together. What assurance do I have that you will not slit our gills the moment we set foot within your territory? I can offer naught but my word. We open our gates to you and invite you into our home as a show of respect. Give him a moment. I do not trust you, Shorewalker, but let it never be said that Dao of the Crushing Tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge, and your people will drown in their own blood. Very well, Master Dao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let us return then. I shall send word to Noel as well. I would have our Sahagin allies join us at the parley. Alright. Yeah, thankfully we didn't have to come to blows. Well, it's still not at that point, but you never know. Yeah, if things really go awry. Yeah, if things really go awry, who knows what'll happen. And so, back on the other side. So as we await the arrival of Dao, yeah, understandably he's coming along with some security. But hey, at least he arrived. And so, thank you for joining us here, Master Dao. The air here sickens me. Be brief. Alright. Aye, let us get straight to the heart of the matter. A common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, with the potential to bring death without end, both to both Sahagin and Lominson alike. These circumstances call for swift and united action. They seem confused. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we have liberated many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment. They and countless other Sahagin have joined us of their own free will, that we may ensure the survival of both our peoples. Aye, by their deeds have the Lominsons proved themselves worthy of our trust. Master Dao, you and your crushing tide want only to secure a future for your people. I say to you, this can only be done by confronting this threat together. Threats? Threats? What is this threat you speak of? Yeah, shall I tell you? If it is unity you crave, then submit yourself to our command. Be as the Serpent Reavers. They are the only shorewalkers I deign to call friend. You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to your Lord of the Whole? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go down like that. I do. For that, and that alone, will ensure peace between us. Preposterous! You propose not alliance but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for all Sahagin. And he's like, how dare you? Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The shorewalkers have stolen this one's mind. He decries Lord Leviathan and espouses the lunacy of our sworn foes. These treacherous wretches have abandoned our god and conspired to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We cannot, we must not let this stand. For shame, forsaken by our spine brothers. Oh no, they side with the finished ones and blaspheme our Lord Leviathan. Oh boy. They steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children. Our future! Our future! We need to turn this off. Oh, too late. Oh, man. Glad I came armed. Behold! Behold this blessing! Lord Leviathan grants us greater and greater strength! Yeah, they're seeing this as a blessing, not a curse. You would call this a blessing? Yeah, sadly. Such horrors! Flee! Flee for your lives! No, don't start fleeing or you'll fall prey to it too! Oh no. Yeah, he's gonna get tracked down. The beast makes for ale pulse. I leave this place to you. Yeah, I got this. Go, Admiral, go! And keep the other guy from turning while you're at it! Meanwhile, splendid, splendid! Let all our spawn brothers be blessed with such power! That is creepy. But yeah, let's pull out my spear and have at it. Yeah, we got a job to do. Going in. Yeah, we'll throw everything but the kitchen sink at you. Yeah, we've been stunning a little. Almost gotcha. There we go. Yeah, you guys all saw that too, right? Hey, Chuck Knoll. Sorry to hear about what happened.
This is the second time you've saved my life, Shadowbringers. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. But what of the Admiral? We must go to her aid.
Yeah, we better have at it. We better get over there right away. How far did she have to run? This is as far as she got. And unfortunately, someone bit it.
I was too late. I am sorry. There is no need for apologies. You are not responsible for my people's plights. But what I cannot fathom is Thal's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers become slavering beasts. The fool believes it a blessing from Leviathan himself. Any hope for a peaceable solution will be lost should Tao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against us. I shudder at the very thought, and yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes? Just so, the first ones to transform are those who have fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more painful their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, and the greater their influence over others. We can scarcely hope to stand against the legion of such foes. Was that there more than my people could do to help? I will have the Maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy, that we might slay it with all due haste. But this may well amount to naught. If the blasphemy too was born from a Sahagin, it could be sheltering the depths beyond the reach of our ships. In that case, pray allow my spawn brothers and I to serve as your eyes beneath the sea. Thank you, Noel. Through our combined efforts, we might yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for a cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid to the rest as they deserve. You have my gratitude, Admiral. And with that we should return as well. There's much work to be done and I would see it done quickly.
Alright, back to L2. Alright. Let's head on back over. Back to the Aft Castle. Oh, someone's worn the fancy armor from Eureka. Meanwhile, Admiral. Eureka, I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Sahagin described. While Dao and his ilk have no means of forcibly triggering the phenomenon at present, it is plain the intent to seek one out. Redouble our patrols offshore and inform me at the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. It shall be done, Admiral. I worry that we may be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I will recall our forces from Golemold, yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, I must get to work securing reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may have need of your strength all too soon. As in, very soon, as in the very next quest after we take our experience in Thousand Gil. And so away goes the Admiral, if only briefly. Let's go and speak with the Secretariat again to take on the level 87 edition of the Melee DPS quest entitled Old Heroes Never Die. The Secretariat appears to have been waiting for you.
The Admiral left a message for you, and the news is not good. It appears that a Lominsan merchant ship was assailed by a Sahagin raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. To further complicate matters, the vessel in question was carrying a shipment of crystals supplied to us by the Kobolds of Orgomero.
Uh-oh.
The Admiral suspects that Dao means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan.
Ooh, that's not good.
She's gone to meet with Null that we and our Sahagin allies might take swift action. She bids you join her immediately. Should the worst come to worst, your experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pray make for South Tide Gate and rendezvous with Admiral Blofuswin at once.
Let's waste no time and make our way back there. Alright, Admiral. Time for round 3. So, back along the coast again to get to the Tide Gates. Alright, this time she's over here. Admiral, and Noel,
Thank you for coming, Rika. The situation is grim. The crushing tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Okomoro crystals.
so what do we do?
Though their aim is clear, it appears they yet lack the quantity needed to perform the summoning. Thou longs for the days when every Sahagin cried out for Lord Leviathan's deliverance, and we will stop at nothing to see them return. I cannot fathom what the crushing tide are thinking. What satisfaction, what happiness can be found in giving over their hearts and minds to a false god? And so we must thwart their designs lest the bonds we have forged be forever broken. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy, nor the transformations its presence may bring about. A battle on two fronts, neither of which we can commit to at the expense of the other. As we sail into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you propose?
Might we turn to the 3 Great Pirate Powers Parade, let us recruit the Yellow Jackets to the cause, or sounds like a job for the Company of Heroes. Yeah, I mean, I don't think pirates would be all that interested, and the Yellow Jackets are too busy protecting the towns and Nimsa proper. This sounds like a job for the Company of Heroes. Yeah, what do you think, Admiral?
The Company of Heroes. Now that's a name I've not heard in some time. 'Tis true that they answer the call many a time indeed. Other than you and yours, there are arguably none better suited to the task of primal slaying. But they disbanded over 5 years ago, and neither hide nor hair has been seen of their commander since.
Actually, I know where he is.
Aye, absent their leader, I suspect they will be reluctant to join our cause.
Unless...
And yet I can think of no better option. Or contact Westgate, their erstwhile commander's right-hand man, and see if he will not hear us out. I will ask him to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Let us hope he is receptive to our offer.
Alright.
Noel, might I trust you and your brothers to continue the search for the blasphemy in the meantime? But of course, Admiral, should we discover anything, you will be the first to know.
Alright, we have a plan. Let's get to it. So yeah, no combat needed this time around. But we still gotta make our way back to L2. And we are back. Also, is that a... Yeah, it is a Stola's dress worn by a female Viera, but it's not quite the same design. Oh, it is the same design, she's just darker skinned. Yeah, with the darker skin, the holes in the dress kind of blur. Yeah, they just blend in. Alright, this time instead of going to the Maelstrom Command, we're going over here to the west side of the Drowning Wench. And we'll go ahead and see exactly what's going on. And it turns out we're not the only people to show up. But a few people are wondering where we can find the Company of Heroes. And so, as we wait...
My apologies for the delay.
Admiral. How did it go? Or you're alone? Or so your plea fell on deaf ears? Yeah, sad face. And here I swore 5 years ago that I was done playing hero. Yeah. Hey there, WizKate. Yeah, taking a sabbatical from Costa del Sol. And he's not alone. There's our members of the Company of Heroes. Could someone explain what this is all about? Believe it or not, I am a respectable man with respectable obligations these days. Take that poor lamb out of your heart, old friend, and stop pretending you're still not a murderous bastard at heart. Watch that wicked tongue of yours, Erode, lest I skewer it and prove you right.
Ah, nothing like a reunion with dear companions over a bottle of the wench's finest vintage. That is why we're here, right?
Yeah, hey there, Shamani. And hey there, Brave Fox.
Long time no see. Long time no eye catch up, Landers. Brave Fox's tummy tickled to see Gabby friends again.
Thank you for assembling on such short notice. Spare us the pleasantries, Admiral. Why are we here? Yeah, let's put it bluntly. I make a simple request. Reform the Company of Heroes and lend Limsiliminsa your strength. And they're all like, what? You've reason, I'm sure. I will hear it. You got it. So, as she goes into detail... Yeah, I like this fanfare for them. So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as a blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Sahagin into ravening beasts. At the same time, the Sahagin themselves, specifically a hostile faction calling themselves of the Crushing Tide, had declared their intention to summon Leviathan anew. Should they succeed, we will be hard-pressed to deal with the Primal while still dealing with the other threats. A right pickle indeed. And so... But the answer is no. The commander disbanded the company, and as his first mate, it's not my place to gainsay his final order. Ah, so that I say, have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Are the people now in danger not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago? The commander would not have turned his back on them, and neither should we. Bold words, Landonel, but do you truly believe that we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time?
Ah yes, your commander.
Yeah, shouldn't you be standing in there for him, WizKate?
What if Rika here were to lead you in his stead? Surely you would not question her abilities.
You're dropping this on my plate?
An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be averse to serving under such a decorated hero. Gabi friend has goodly head for fighty thinking, goodly arms for thinky fights.
As ringing an endorsement as any, but I would hear it from the woman herself. Do you believe you are capable of leading the company of heroes into battle? Better battle than a banquet. If you've the stones to follow me there, WizKate. Now that's the confidence I'd expect from my commander. Very well then, consider us yours to lead. 5 years to the day. Truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life, but when duty calls.
Wait, before I proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander?
Yeah, that's a good point. Forgotten how to take his leave, have we? Up and vanishing so we can each find our own way, apart from him in the company. I doubt we'll see him again, much as I wish we could.
To the matter at hand, the missions you will undertake. First, you ought to aid us tracking down the blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the crushing tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs. Oh, is that all? And there I thought we might get our feet wet with a real challenge. But in all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what.
Hey Arizona, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. Sounds like a job for our acting commander. I'm sure she'll give it all due consideration. Of course. So yeah, we'll wait for Whiskey to show up and then we'll go ahead and speak with him. So, if I understand this correctly, we're to bring down this so-called blasphemy. Of course, to do that, we'll need to find the damn thing first. We also got to prevent the crushing tide from summoning the god Leviathan, a tall order in and of itself. As acting commander, it's your job to decide who will be doing what, based on the skills we each have to offer. I recommend that you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of the strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths of course, of the storied veterans under your command. Alright. So another cutscene is needed. So we ponder our options. Yeah, so it's Westkate, and then Landonell. My specialty, you ask? While I'm paying fiends with this lance of mine, of course. The stronger the foe, the better. None are more a match for me. It would be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishmen. Set me against that so-called blasphemy, and I'll have the thing on a skewer before you can say Merlweb Bluffiswin. Or will you trust the Landonell? Yeah, I think we know. I think I know who I want to send to go deal with the blasphemy and who to prevent the summoning with. Go deal with the blasphemy. Wise choice. Send Landonell after the Sahagin, and he's like to help them summon Leviathan to sate his bloodlust. And then next comes Uod. I will speak plain. I am not some battle-crazed barbarian like Landonell. As none other you, a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any than to rush headlong into battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser it is to observe from afar and proceed with caution. I agree, which is why I want you to prevent the summoning. Very astute if I do say so myself. There are few better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumspect Uod Noon. Alright, Shamani.
As you well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I can still defend myself when necessary, but I'd rather not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited to scouting and searching. It wasn't always the case, but such is life. On the other hand, I like to think I've gotten quite good at sounding out the intentions of others during negotiations and the like.
I agree. Deal with the primal summoning. You've a keen sense for these things, I see. More so than reconnaissance or battle, Shamani has a knack for working behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved. And then our old goblin friend Brayflox.
Brayflox, master remaker of Illuminati treasures, offers much hand-lending with ingenuity. Far-seeing spyglass sees far into ocean deep, crack fires go boom and blast beasts into bitty pieces.
Yeah, so you'll be helping Landonell. A logical choice if I do say so myself. Brayflox's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling that beast. And how do we help you there, Wizkate? It would seem everyone has their assignments. Except for you. And I dare say the choices you made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know any better, I think you've been leading us for years. Ah, thank you! Yeah, kind of breaking rank here.
And with that, I think it's time we got to work. I have procured link poles for one and all, that we can keep each other apprised of our progress. You may pick them up from Maelstrom Command.
We best be off then. Should we have need to regroup or reconsider our strategy, call for us. You got it. But yeah, what exactly will you be doing, WizKate?
I will return to command and share these developments here with the Secretariat and our Sahagin friends. Do join me if you can, Commander Rika.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, let's return to Maelstrom Command. Yeah, an unexpected reunion, I'm sure you will all agree. Turning back the clock to a realm reborn. Alright, back to the Admiral. So yeah, no combat was required this time round.
Ah, Rika, the Admiral surprised me of the situation in full. Furnish Rika with a link pearl, yes? Of course, Admiral.
Thank you very much. It would seem that... Oh, and a new person, a Stormrunner, has joined us as well. It would seem the company is trying to reach us. So let's have a listen. Yeah, as the ladies listen in. Ho there, Commander! Just give the word and I'll come running.
Lower your goddamn voice, will you?
Watch your tongue or I'll track you down and rip yours out. I thought you were off doing different tasks.
They sounded more like mortal enemies than old companions. That's where Rika comes in. I'm trusting you to whip them back into shape. Make them a force to be reckoned with.
I'll do what I can, Admiral.
I will have the Secretariat contact you if there are any developments. I will convey them to the entire company by link pearl, but we cannot afford anyone to taking reckless action. In the meantime, I will reach out to Noel and see what he has gleaned about the Crushing Tide and their hideouts. Let us hope for good tidings, Commander.
Yes, ma'am. So we'll take our 495,000 experience points and 1,000 gil. And so, we can do the 88 now, but we are going to leave it for later on down the line when we can do that as well as the 89 and the 90. And so, I think we have time for one more main story quest back over in Razat Han, so let's be on our way. Just have to dress down a little. I'm getting warm in my apartment again. Yeah, it always gets really warm in my apartment. I can't turn off the heat. Alright, so we're heading down to Ozaldal. Alright. So obviously I need to be on the right job. So obviously it's got to be my one that's high enough to do this. Alright, we have returned to Razat Han, and it is now time to return to the main story. So let's go ahead and speak with Graha to take on our first level 86 main story quest entitled Return to the Crystarium. Graha Tia has something he wishes to give you.
Take this, Rika, my spirit vessel.
Why do we need to take it? Because you're not coming with us, right?
Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower systems in the umbilicus.
Ah, I see.
Even the smallest fragment of Elidibus' essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the extensor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all.
I can do that.
Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long.
And so away goes Graha, as well as everyone else. Time for an unexpected return trip. To the Crystarium we go! Alright, upon arrival we are immediately leaving, as evening is just set here in the Crystarium. So let's make our way out into Lakeland. Now, obviously, Lena will not know who this is, but I imagine through the battles that have been done over the years that she'll recognize a friend of Shinji. Hello there, Lena. Nice to meet you.
Rika, you are returned!
Yeah, hello there.
Have you been well, you and the others?
As well as can be. We've no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. Well, under the circumstances, yeah, we don't want to torment her too much.
Full glad am I to hear that. I trust my lord is enjoying himself.
Yeah, no, in a way. He's accomplished a lot since he came back home.
He said this to you? These exact words? Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Rika, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile a request though it is.
I'll do what I can, Lena.
And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow.
Yeah, because you have that to remind you.
If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord. No one could.
Yeah, he outlived you all. And in fact,
have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though.
Why is that?
Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late.
Oh no. Yeah, suddenly music stops.
She and other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see.
Yeah, assisted by Gaia.
It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life.
But what happened?
So when I saw her in such a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she'll be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her?
Of course. Yeah, in fact...
You wish to enter the Umbilicus. Very well. I shall fetch the key at once and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can.
And we'll see you there. Alright, back into the city. Okay, and then to the Cabinet of Curiosity we go. So right around here is where we're going to be. The following event cannot be skipped. I don't think we would want to skip this because of course I'm showing off the story. Oh, there's even a male Vieira here. So, later that night, as we look around and see how much has changed here at the Crystarium since the Exarch's departure.
Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Rika?
Yeah, it is. Hi there, Morin, and hey there, Backlug.
Ha! It is. Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you hadn't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds.
And a thumbs up from Morin, too. There is no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you can indulge just one for now. Of course, in your quest to restore the Knight, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Titania, driven mad by light loneliness, Vothri and his misguided self-righteousness, Hades, who bore the burden of his people, or this may come as a surprise. Yeah, we're given a fourth option here, but yeah, we know the real cause of this. Amit Selk.
Ah yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the Knight, your battle in the depths of the Tempest, the stuff of epics. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation.
I don't think anything could.
Nor that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we'll impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey.
Well, one of them.
I know you'd love to talk your ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course. And afterwards, would you care to join for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself. Again and again till his ears fall off if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart.
Alright, thanks so much you two. So let's keep on chilling and waiting. As the music stops completely.
Is that the Warrior of Darkness?
I'm afraid you have me mistaken for his friend, but yeah, I come here on his behalf.
It's her! It's really her! What are you doing here?
Yeah, hey there, Riki Tio. Long time no see.
If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Riki. You'd only give her a stomachache.
Aw.
We've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first, we need to choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, our kill isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword and sword, or maybe the bow? They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things.
Yeah, he's not here right now.
He isn't here? Aww. Oh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits our kill best? Axe, sword, or bow?
For smiting your opponent the axe, for your protecting your friends the sword, or for fighting and hunting both the bow. Well, I know I can't speak for everyone here, but yeah, you sound like you want to stand up for your friends, so take up the sword, young man.
The sword? If you took up the sword, you could be just like...
Yeah, who are we talking about?
Brandon, the Warrior of Light! I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me design Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you.
You only wish, but yeah, have fun, kids. Don't get hurt too quickly. And they're off. So yeah, we're still looking around waiting for Reen to arrive. As the music stops again. Yeah, where could she possibly be?
Such fun she's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wild-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not.
Oh, we know that voice. Where are you, Feoul?
I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so much as acknowledge the presence of a beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cruel and heartless!
Like, I need you? Or, Feoul, loveliest of branches, how I missed you? Or, don't you have more important things to do, your majesty? Yeah, I mean, you are responsible for the fairies now. For the pixies and whatnot.
I've no end of important tasks to attend to, but unlike some, I know what my priorities should be. And since when did my sapling become a twisted old tree that says such unkind things? But disappointed as I am, I'll overlook it this once. I know you've a lot on your mind right now. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, how did you know?
How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. With that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whether it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams.
It's not that time yet.
But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals.
So, yeah, we do.
But here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder, what manner of conclusion awaits a tailor's end?
And with that, away Feoul goes. Yeah, at long last, Reena's arrived, with Lena at her side.
My apologies for the delay. Rika, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure.
Thank you, Lena. And so, Reen, how have you been, young lady? Yeah, while everyone's staring over there, we need to stare over here. Reen.
I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened.
Yeah, what's that?
Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that...
Go on.
I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Hydaelyn. Never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling that it had been completely severed.
Uh-oh.
Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower.
We saw that too, but over on our part of the world.
But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream.
Yeah, what do we do?
Rika, what are you not telling me?
Yeah, I guess we can't keep it a secret from you, can we?
I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is.
Yeah, I guess we gotta be straight with you, don't we? So, let's explain to you everything that has happened since we went back to the first. Or rather, to the source. So after a much lengthy explanation...
It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amurat has come again.
So what do we do?
I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first. So don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly.
Yeah, I like that confidence.
No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky.
Yeah, well, under that terminology, I guess. So we'll take 488,400 experience points for completing the first 86, as well as 893 gil, and our first level 86 chest and ironwood weapon coffer. Alright, I believe we do have time for one more main story quest this evening, so let's go ahead and speak with Reen again to take on the level 86 main story quest entitled Hope Upon a Flower. Reen wears a look of steely resolve.
You're heading to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting on my own and speak with Lena, decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it.
And we hope to see you there soon. Alright, so it's time for us to head on over to the Docile Gates. And so, up we go. Now let's speak with the gatekeep. Oh, Mistress Rika, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give me the word, and I shall show you to the ocular. See the ocular? Yes. We're going in. So let's have a look. As Rika sees where Shinji arrived for the first time. And we get Shinji's memories appearing. Yeah, that's how inextricably linked our Warriors of Light are. But then, of course, there's the side door. The entrance to the Umbilicus. We're going in. And so, what are we looking for? We have what we need. Now we have to figure out how best to use it.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
Hi GLaDOS, how are ya? This is our business.
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Safecoast Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity.
Yeah, put the crystal in our back pocket. Because we don't have the flower anymore.
Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
Oh, hi there.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream.
Hi there. Am I able to talk to you?
You. Why have you awakened me?
Yeah, he knows the presence of the Warrior of Light.
I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
Yeah, one of your friends has been up to no good. I gotta explain to you all that's happened. Also, you got a lot shorter. I mean, geez, you're shorter than Rika.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill.
And so what are you gonna do?
Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Yes, please. Yeah. We're not apologizing on Shinji's behalf. We'll just express our gratitude.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel.
Yeah, and what else did Fandani Boy do beforehand?
Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him. Long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation. So consumed by self-loathing and hate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need to ask you more about it. Because yeah, he left in a hurry.
Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Oh. Is that where the flower
A
originated?
testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Oh, the messenger of the gods, huh? Yeah, so the original Fandaniel...
That is all I know.
Yeah, not exactly what we first thought, but we may have an understanding now.
The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
So what do we do? Uh-oh.
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis.
How?
No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart.
Yeah, what are you getting on about?
My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course.
And what's that?
You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
How am I gonna... We've traveled across worlds, but how are we gonna do time travel? Yeah, suddenly we're playing Chrono
In
Trigger.
glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower,
In such a short time?
which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed.
Oh, how reassuring.
Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned.
Oh yeah, those
In
guys.
all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you.
I'll be a ghost in essence.
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come.
Yeah, that would be pretty impossible.
In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
We don't have a choice, do we? Yeah, we gotta think this for a moment. And ultimately agree.
Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority.
Yeah, you are a ghost.
First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
Alright, let's step up to the panel then. And he fades away. And so, after doing
The preparations
everything...
are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
Alright. So I guess that's where the primary point of departure will be. Yeah, I guess we're going through the door. The same one that allows us to travel between the first and the source.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence.
But then here's my question. What happens when I need to come back?
Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act?
You did, but...
Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting. In that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back.
Alright. We know what we gotta do. We're going in.
Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us.
Wrong game, Elidibus.
May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Hope we won't let you down. And as we walk into the light... Oh, we're going head over heels. Yeah, we're reliving what Shinji relived at the beginning of Shadowbringers. Just flying through the stars. No doubt we'll see various memories of the past. And as we get closer to what it is we're arriving at, what exactly is it? Yeah, it's so bright I need to cover my eyes. It's still that way for everyone there, Elizabeth. It's still that way for everyone. So, where exactly did we end up? Yeah, I am a ghost here after all. Yeah, people in black robes and wearing fancy white Commedia dell'arte masks are just walking by me as if I'm not even here. I had no idea we ended up in Italy. Yeah, look how big this place is. Yeah, and in case for those of you who are wondering, you're probably like, are we able to attune to this thing? Well, yeah, this device is reminiscent of an Aetherite. Perhaps it's impossible to attune with it if I wasn't a ghost, but it turns out I can attune to it. Despite your attempt to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Yeah, no ghosts allowed. Maybe I can get the attention of this guide-like man here. The man stands dutifully at the Aetherite-like device, a guide for this facility in all likelihood. Hello there, can you help me? You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elizabeth warned, it appears your form is intangible. But we still gotta try and get someone's attention, right? What about this conversing woman who's not actually wearing her mask?
This is the right place, yes? Propulsion?
Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Propulsion, or actually Propylaeon, more specifically. Yet there's no T in there. Hello? You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. Now double back over to the other side, and we can't sprint or anything. Can't use our sprint, can't use my mounts, can't use any of it. And over here to this black-robed man, which, let's face it, it's that way for everyone here, so to just call him a black-robed man, you're basically describing 100% of the people. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half-mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorum and the recreated Amarat. It would seem you have made it to your destination. Yeah, come on, man. I'm trying to get your attention here. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. What do we do? Can we even leave this place? Let's run over here to the sturdy door and find out. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? Yeah, I'm a ghost. Heave ho there, Rika, come on. Yeah, I just can't push the damn thing open. As more people come in to the scene.
And here we are, Elpis.
Two men head off.
Well. How rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, these are two of our VIPs.
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
Familiar stranger. I guess we'll only know once we actually get to see his face. In its entirety.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
You first. But I guess they have to be identified. And I'm like,
Come
oh man.
now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Oh, wait a
Who
minute.
You are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Yeah, take it off. Show us who you are. Oh, we know who you are. Emmett Selkin in his original form. Along with a female companion. Or what looks like a female companion. Does he notice me? Maybe he does.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
And so away they go. Yeah, out of all the people wearing the black robes, only one has an actually distinguishable mask. And who should it be but Emmett Selk?
By the by, you see it too, yes?
What do you see?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
Maybe he's playing dumb. Maybe my presence is noticed after all, by someone.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
Oh, you found the crystal! Yeah, I just so
Do you
happen to have it.
suppose she created it. Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Familiar?
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
Well, at least open the door so I can squeeze through. Yeah. Are you able to converse with me at all?
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
Oh, come on. They're the same words you're using.
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
It's like, do I have to?
Who do you take me for?
Yeah, I have more important things to do.
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
Yeah, this sort of thing is beneath him.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Yeah, just do it. And with a snap of his fingers,
You may open your eyes.
yay, I'm not a ghost anymore. Alright. Well, Emmett Stuck always did have a way of doing magic with his fancy finger snapping. I am still shorter than you, though.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
Oh, really?
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
See, I guess we could gain a few feet.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect.
Oh, we know who you are. And also, I was pronouncing your name wrong.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Sulking is an understatement.
And how might we address you, my new friend?
Do I use my actual name here? I can introduce you as to who I am, but I don't know if you'll accept that.
A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words.
Oh, I do.
So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
You got that right. I can tell you, but I don't think you would believe me. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to explain this.
Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
How do I put this? I seek a man named Hermes, so I want to learn about Elpis. Yeah. Will they believe us either way? Yeah, ultimately we're looking for Hermes, Fandaniel's precursor.
Well now, the same as us.
Oh, is that so?
Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
Also, I don't like being referred to as a familiar. But
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
yeah, I guess if that's what it takes to humor you two.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work.
What has he accomplished?
We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Well, I appreciate that.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
I'm not a thing! I'm a person that's standing right in front of you!
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
And so, open the big doors.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
It's like, ah, man. Do I at least get to tune to the Aetheryte? Yeah, let's have a look at where we are.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Okay, wow, this thing is huge. There are even floating islands here like the Sea of Clouds, and there are waterfalls coming from those giant islands. And there are people everywhere. And there are, heck, there are even the golden dogs down here. And someone here is not dressed in black.
This presence.
Is that who we think it is? Meanwhile, there are fancy fish swimming around in the pools. And there's also someone else here who isn't in a black robe.
Visitors! We have visitors!
And hey, we did find Hermes. Yeah, who might you be there, young lady?
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Oh, you'll probably get plenty of time to find out. I mean, not that they're any of your business. Yeah, they're not your business at all. Alright, Hypothetus, or however you pronounce your name now, because I've been screwing it up the whole time. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. while it feels as if he could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magic allows us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to help us for in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. I'm sure I would, but we'll take your experience in our 1,438 gil. Yeah, and as much as I want to, it seems like this is not legitimately an aetheryte, and it's probably our only way back to getting home to where we were. But since I'd rather attune to an aetheryte first, we're just going to go ahead and do another main story quest, so hopefully we will get to one before long. And so, let's go ahead and speak with Hythlodaeus to take on the next level 86 main story quest entitled Petaluda Hunt. Hythlodaeus is looking you up and down. Now then, our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Well, we did see a couple of other people who were not dressed the same way as you. Our dear Emmett Silk wishes to keep a low profile for his errands, so... Do you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do. I do have Weaver 80, but not in your style. No? In that case, Emmett Silk. No. Your whim, your responsibility. You're not getting another thimble of ether out of me. The way he scrimps sometimes, you think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Very well, I shall make the robe, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. Alright then. Yeah, and if combat is required, so be it. Let's be on our way. And for those of you wondering, yes, there are aether currents here. So let's go and see what the two were up to. Yes, these creatures should suffice. And so... an etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 Petaludae. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. Now I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your aether is still thin compared to ours, you will need to weaken the Petaludae first. Good luck. Yeah, probably with your magical proficiency, you could off these things off in one fell swoop. But they're not the only things out here. Yeah, there are other freaks of nature like you there, Ophion. And geez, you can barely even crack any damage on me at all. I'm just giving you what for and you can't do a thing about it. Even with that Pyrrhic spit. And even with your friend coming in to start a chain of shame. But be that as it may, I will continue to forge onward. Because yeah, if your friend couldn't do that much, then you have no chance. Alright, you're down. Now, let's turn this on a Petaluda. Yeah, now we're really getting a substantial amount of the battle music being played. Alright, that should be enough to weaken it. Alright, there's our first capture. Now let's go over here and use this on you. Come on back. Alright, so this should be enough. Let's tie you up. There we go. Alright, It just keeps coming, man. Come on. I'll do a victory lap to satisfy myself and wait for this thing to go away. Alright, back over here. You caught the Petaluli. Come, come, let us see. Alright. Here you go. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of reversion. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. Yeah. You turn living beings into clothing just like that, or won't someone be angry with us for using those creatures? Yeah, you turn living beings into clothing just like that? Well, not just like that. You need to avert them to the constituent ether first. Lest you wonder why I asked for two species, it is due to the difference in their etheric balance. Blending them allows us to produce garb with superior etheric stability. Well, good to disguise and educated, but it won't fool anyone who can see it worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. Oh, poor Emmett. Emmett still speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain where you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're familiar. Do I have to, Mommy? The question is, whose? Oh, of course, Azim's. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence? For lack of a presence, absolutely. Were she here, she'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. Yeah, Emmett's like, I can't believe I got roped into this. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. And so with that, we get our experience, 809 gil, plus I can now dress just like these guys do. And so for those of you who are wondering, it is not a requirement to wear the robes. I found this out for myself in early access that this is not a requirement, and you're not are not obliged to glamour it either. But for the sake of what we're doing in the Let's Play, sure. Here we are. Oops, no, I'm not. I'm casting that glamour onto over here. Yeah, my list is long of level 1 glamours. Yeah, but even my arms show through. Even my gauntlets show through. And then finally the shoes. And I think also as well, I think I have, yep, I do have Emperor's New Gloves. I thought I did. And I guess I can't, it wouldn't be right to show off my weapon to everyone, but yeah. I can now just chill out like these guys, and yeah, I don't get a fancy mask of my own. I just get a white one like Hothdeus does. So, yeah. Whoever thought I'd be standing next to Emmett Selk in his 1.0 image. Yeah, before he became a total jerk, convinced a whole bunch of people to abandon religion and then start going and waging war to the whole world under the false pretenses of peace. Yeah, if only you were a little more different, maybe I would find you more likable. But be that as it may, we have to forge onward. let's go and speak with Hythlodaeus to take on the next level 86 main story quest entitled In Search of Hermes. Hythlodaeus is ready to continue on if you are. If you're ready, let us continue along the path to Anagnosis. Quite a word. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. And so away they go. Oh, but remember, Elizabeth, the point is not to stand out. Yeah, we're trying to placate Emmett Selk here. Yeah, we are trying to placate Emmett Selk. So, yeah, but we still stand out because of the fact that we're driving a motorcycle. I can say I use creation magics to come up with it. Alright, up to the top of this hill and into the settlements. Let's speak with this observer. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Also, this is a woman.
Well now, by your mask, I assume you're one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation.
Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. Maybe it would help if he didn't have his mask out for all to see?
I see. My lips are sealed. The Chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here.
The pools, you say? Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. In fact, oh no, that's right, she's wearing her mask. She doesn't have it on her robe. I say, Hythlodaeus, why I've never met Hermes, you know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether?
Aye, that I could.
But as you know, Emmett Selk and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see ether quite keenly and from great distances. Can I introduce you to a Stola? I'm sure you two would be great friends. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insights into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own enjoyment like as not, but point taken. You're enjoying yourself. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. Alright. So you know, it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. So yeah, I can look forward to be talked down the whole time, shouldn't I? It is a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let us find our man. Ready if you are. Also, how come I'm only wearing one glove? Yeah, they're wearing none! Then again, why did it look like I was wearing gloves? Maybe it was just a glitch or something, I don't know. Yes, scour the area. Yeah, we see someone who's not dressed for the occasion, but that's quite alright. And also there are butterflies that do not harm you here. While I am in the vicinity though, I would like to see if I can attune to the Aetherite. Because I can't call it a night unless I do. Also, we're conveniently targeting something that we're not even looking at. But yes, you can attempt to attune to this Aetherite. And it's successful! Alright, back into the garden. Where's our man? Right over here, with this bewinged girl. Yeah, they're still checking out the fish. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, excuse me.
You are...
I'm here on behalf of Azim and also Ho.
Oh.
Yeah, you've never seen a
Different.
Mikote.
You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be...
I guess you have a hard way with words.
Wait. Please. Wait.
Then again, so do I these days. Yeah, calm down. Sound it out.
Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
Oh, you're telepathic.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
But I've only just met you.
May we please be friends?
I guess I can, right?
Ah, I see you found him.
Ah, hey you two. Yeah, shall we talk?
Hypnodeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, I know that look.
You were of the convocation.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Clearly.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to...
Yeah, she really likes me, doesn't she? Yeah, she's on cloud 9. Yeah, she can't take her eyes
Well,
off
you
me.
certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
Medion, huh? Where did you find her? Or did you create her?
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing.
That explains her speech impediment.
But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters.
I thought this was an official matter.
By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
Why did the music stop?
What's wrong, Hermes?
An ambystoma is missing.
Oh, one of the fish jumped out? Yeah, there were 5 before. We have to look for it.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
They are fish.
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The ambystomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
Well, I guess that explains sky fishing when you're doing the fisherman's job quests. Yeah, suddenly this just got a lot more awkward.
I'll help. Too.
Yeah, I saw it also.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
Just let them continue to chill out?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Well, adorable to you, but not so much to him. In a place like this, Emmett Selk reminds me of Star Trek Voyager's Tuvok if someone got on his bad side. Because yeah, in Star Trek Voyager, Tuvok always acted like everyone else was beneath him. Well, at least we found the ambystoma. We need to get this bird off of our back. Yeah, get on out of here. But hey, Medion found it first. It seems Hermes and Medion have found their quarry, a creature known in this age as an ambystoma. Yet, although it has been safely extricated from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite the predicament. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he's hanging upside down like a monkey. Yeah, come on there, monkey. Yeah, she told me to raid, and I showed her how to swing.
The ambystoma, Hermes saw it high up the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped.
Yeah. Do you need a hand, or is everything under control? Yeah. Need a hand? I do have jumping ability. No, I'm fine if a little embarrassed. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Oh, alright. Yeah, that's also true. It is. Yeah, Q, the most insufferable character in all of Star Trek.
Hermes, are you alright?
I guess he is now. Quite alright, yes. My apologies for making you early, Meteon. Both you and, yeah, we haven't been formally introduced yet. Rika Sasaki, you are called. An intriguing name. Somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Yeah, my creation. Thank you for coming after me. And meanwhile... Yeah. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. Yeah, shaking a little forearm. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no! I'd forgotten all about its fellows! Oh no! Calm down, man! Truly? What relief. I must thank Emersalk and Hathlodius when I return to them first, but at first, with the distractions out of the way. As Chief Overseer of Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. Yeah, Medion's so happy even though she's not talking, but we'll take our experience and our 977 gil for completing this quest. So Hermes will be the next one to give us the main quest, but we've already accomplished a lot in 3 hours time, and so I believe this is where we will call things here for this evening. So having made it to this brand new era in a brand new time, as it were, in a completely different age, we've arrived at a home world of the Ascians, being led by this klutzy overseer Hermes and his little friend Medion. And to keep us company, we have, among others, Emersalk. But we'll see how this all unfolds tomorrow morning. We'll be back here in Elpis. We will continue to see how things work around here and maybe, hopefully, get some long-awaited answers in regards to the final days and maybe even on Fandaniel also. But yeah, it has certainly been quite a busy day here in Final Fantasy XIV. We covered a lot of the main story. We got the level 85 main story dungeon out of the way. We got it out and saved a whole bunch of people, those who we could, both in Radzat Han and out in the field in Thavnair. And then ultimately, we made our way here to Elpis. And so now we get to see the fruits of the Ascians' labor as we prepare ourselves for tomorrow. Of course, we'll be back here. We'll be doing a morning, afternoon, and evening stream, and I will hope to see all of you then. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker live here on Twitch. See you guys back here tomorrow morning as our journey in Elpis continues. And yeah, hopefully Hermes will be a little less klutzy, and maybe we can help Medon with her speech impediment. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.